Right. This is pertaining to Sunday's class, and let us, just for your information, that confusion over pi versus whatever, pi versus 22 by 7 or pi versus, पहले ये क्लियर करते हैं, चलो ये क्लियर हो जाते हैं पहले. We'll talk about pi, we'll talk about say 22 by 7 थोड़ा सा. Let's talk about these two numbers so that if one mark question comes, you should not have a doubt and all. Okay. Now, one of the things that I wrongly said out there, and thanks for Angad to correct that also. 22 upon 7. Now, pay very important. Okay. 22 upon 7 is a number which is in the format of P upon Q, and in this number, Q is not equal to 0. Okay. Q is not equal to 0. And we find that both P as well as Q belong to the integer family. No doubt and no question about this. That means this is a rational number. Okay, this is a rational number. Any rational number, now I'm saying any rational number. If you have any doubt, do ask me. Okay, any rational number can always either terminate, okay, either terminate or may not terminate, and if it does not terminate, okay, it may be of the order of non-terminating, repeating. I'm not writing the word non-terminating, non-repeating. Any rational number may terminate or may not terminate, and if the rational number does not terminate, then it may be a non-terminating repeating rational number. Okay. Now all will qualify into this. Will not bring that NT-NR out here. Now, if we talk about irrational numbers, like the other day we were speaking about it, irrational numbers. So what are my irrational numbers? Root of all non-perfect square numbers. Okay, all root of non-perfect square, like say root 2 or root 3. And in this set, we also get what is known as root of prime numbers. Now, these numbers are itself not in any rational form. They are not in any rational form at all. And these numbers will yield you into what is called as non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Okay. And they are called irrational numbers. Itna clear hua hai? Now, don't mix these two. Now we'll talk about 22 by 7. 22 by 7 itself is a rational number. It is not a rational number. And 22 by 7 will give you 3.1486. I think 28 or something is more than 3.142857. Okay, 3.14 2857, and then there is a bar, so this number keeps on repeating. Okay, now we'll address the question of pi. So 22 by 7 is a rational number. Or if you don't do this also, it is in P by Q format. No rational number will be no rational number. Make one line very clear. No rational number can give you a NT-NR. Like I had written, it can be NTR or NT-NR if you remember. That's why I have truncated that video. No rational number can give you an NT-NR. A rational number may terminate, may not terminate. May not terminate में वो rational number किस में जाएगा? Repeating में ही जाएगा. It will not give you an NT-NR. NT-NR जो देगा वो the typical numbers which are known as irrational numbers. Is this part clear? 22 by 7 has been addressed. Now we will address pi. Okay. Can I rub this portion now? Okay. Now I'm addressing the curious case of pi. Pi is a number. जब हम maths करते हैं, then sometimes we take it as 3.14. Sometimes we take as pi as 22 by 7. बेटा ये जो सब है ना, these are numbers close and approximate to pi. Approximate to pi, but they are not pi. ये याद रखिए, they are not pi. They are close and approximate to pi for doing any sort of calculation. 3.14 means you have taken a terminating decimal. A terminating decimal can never be an irrational number. Pi is irrational. ठीक है? 3.14 हम जब problem करते हैं, some problems in some foreign books they'll say take pi equal to 3. Take pi equal to 3 does not mean pi is 3. ये जो numbers हैं ये closest to pi हैं. अब आता है फिर pi क्या है? What is the value of pi? So if you see value of pi, okay, now here we'll deviate a little bit. I will take a circle, right? if you take a circle, then what we see is that we have circle का एक diameter रहता है ऐसे, right? And if you go by the expression that what is the circumference of the circle, which is also known as the perimeter of the circle, the circumference of the circle is given by pi times the diameter. You are aware of this, right? 2 pi r means pi d. So we can write pi to be a ratio of circumference upon diameter. Now this is so unique in circle. Any circle in the world, if you take any circle in the world, and if you measure its circumference, you can measure the circumference with a thread also, you can measure the diameter with a thread also, you get two numbers. They may be accurate numbers, they will never be exactly accurate. Exactly accurate हो ही नहीं सकता है, and because it's not possible. So when you do, and let me call circumference as c and let me call the diameter as d, when you start solving pi equal to c by d, this is for any circle, then we find that this gives me a NTNR, non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Goes on. They say Aryabhat also calculated and all. So the assumption is like this. See, this story is so interesting that if you take a thread which is equivalent to the diameter, okay, if you take a thread which is equivalent to the diameter, you actually need one diameter, you need two diameters, you need three diameters, and then you fall short of this much. This much is that 0.1428667 whatever non-terminating. अगर आप एक सर्कल को, it's like this, again I'm rubbing in this off, say we have a circle, okay, एक सर्कल ले लेते हैं, this is a circle, and if you open this circle on a linear platform, okay, let's open the circle on a linear platform, और इस सर्कल को अगर हम घुमाएं ना, तो ये सर्कल का सर्कमफ्रेंस में एक डायमीटर आएगा, दो डायमीटर आएगा, तीन आएगा, अभी भी सर्कमफ्रेंस कंप्लीट नहीं हुआ है, थोड़ा सा पोर्शन रह जाता है. So this is 1d, okay, this is approximately one diameter, one more diameter, and then this is that 0.14 dot whatever diameter. That's the definition of pi. You can never fill the circumference with its exact measurement of the diameter. Circumference over diameter for any circle of the world. So when we see pi as a number, if somebody says what is the value of pi, then pi will always be a non-terminating, non-repeating decimal. Children have it clear. So this is irrational, no doubt about it. If somebody says take pi equal to 22/7, they are just trying to give you an easy way to calculate your problem. At that time, this number is rational. This number still is irrational. There's no doubt about it. Or some problem they may say take pi equal to 3.14. Some problem they may say take pi equal to 3. 2 place accuracy, 3 place. But if pi is there, then what is the accuracy of pi? Infinite, because you can't catch pi at all. What happened? Why are you sleeping? I have not slept only since 5:15 in the morning. I have, if you ask me for labor, then apart from teaching classes, I also came, I look at the house, I have thoroughly cleaned this house. I went back, afternoon I went to Ratnadeep, I had all my shopping done. Then I wrote some notes also and I've come to you. I'm not sleeping. Fine, have a shower and come. I had 3 showers by the way in the morning so far. Before a morning class, once I went from this, I had again after Ratnadeep, I went, I think 4 showers before every day before I come, I have a shower. So clear ho gaya? Pi as a number is always irrational. Pi can be, because with a full irrational number, you can never do any calculation. So you'll be asked to do it with 3.14. That's a rational number. 22/7, a rational number. None of these numbers, that's why I wrote, those numbers are not pi. They are closest to pi. ठीक है? चलो. So ये खत्म कर लेते हैं और